Hey everybody, DJ Silence here with another episode of Dat Game Show. We're just going to do a really quick one today. What we are going to do is we're going to take a look actually at Monobattle strategy. So Monobattles, for those of you who do not know what a Monobattle is, it's something that was invented by Day 9, and what it is that you, depending on how big of a team you have, everyone on your team picks a single unit. And then they have to announce it to everybody, and then they can only make that unit for the whole game. So, but for like Zerg, you can have obviously you can have like overlords. You can obviously have I think you can have like detection. I think he allows you to have detection. So like you can get overseers or observers. And they also allow you to get one queen per hatchery for Zerg. So, we're going to take a look actually at some strategies because for the Fun Day Monday this week is a team monobattle, so 3v3 or 4v4 monobattles. We got to submit that to him. But, so for the, through playing a few monobattles, I played quite a few this week. So from playing a few, I've come to find a typical strategy that's really good for winning. We are going to go and take a look at some of my games that I had done for the mono battles. Two of them are the same composition, and one of them is a different composition with one different player. So we'll go ahead. Let's go in and jump into the first game here. So some of the 2v2 strategies and whatnot that Day 9 has recommended for just for doing 2v2s is you have one. You can cheese, I guess. You go with the cheesy builds. You go the 4 gate, 3 racks, 10 pool, and you generally can get in very quickly and win. I do agree with that. That does work, but this is a little bit different of a strategy. Let your games run a little bit longer, but generally you have enough units to just smash. So this game's loading up. All right, here we go. Come on, there we go. All right, so we're gonna go to the production tab, sure. Okay, so in the bottom left side here, we have Sneaky, Castro, Ghost, and Prince Point. On the top left, we have myself, N-Strike, and Infested TT. So here we go. You say at the beginning here, I'm going to pause this real fast. We're going to check out the message log. See here, it says Marine, Immortal, and Stalkers. So those are going to be the units that us 3 have picked, and those are what we're going to use. Okay, so I'm going to just speed up through the replay here. So obviously, interestingly enough, so these guys don't like Fun Day Monday. Sneaky Castro doesn't like it. So you notice that the composition that we're going to go is, again, Marine, Immortal, and Stalker. Now, if you take a look at this composition, it's mainly so it's a tier 1, a tier 1.5, and basically like a tier 2 unit. With this composition, actually, you can get enough units up to hold off any early rushes that they do, and also if you win. Or if you beat off the rush and don't take very much damage, you can generally have a good amount of units to go and smash. So we see over here, we got a Gateway, Assimilator, Probe. Looks like these guys are actually going quite standard. Castro, Ghost, and Prince Point. Do a little scout here just to check, because you really can't not scout on a 3v3, especially when they're going mono battles. When you're doing mono battles, so you kind of need to know whether they're going to be rushing really quickly or whether you need to cut corners to try and get up some early units that you can defend. So we just see here a couple of gateways and a cyber core going down here. Looks like speed's coming up for the Zerg. We already know what I'm going to be. My team's pretty much making everything that we said. We don't need to worry about that. Only thing that worries, that's worrisome about doing mono battles like this, is that they can counter. They can have a good solid counter to your to what you're building, because they know what you're building right off the bat. But what's good about this build is that you get very quick units. You get very easily quick Marines. You can do a lot of harassment at the front to get to cut down on some of their forces, so they don't have a lot to kill you. The Stalkers are quick tier 1.5 unit, and they do lots of great damage against a lot of things. They're good against a lot of different units. So those are very good. My recommendation. You can either go for these. You can go roaches. You can go marauders or stalkers. For the first set, you can go zealot, ling, or marine. And then for the tier 2 units, I mean, you can go like Hellions or tanks. Tanks are pretty much the preferred way to go. The reason why this guy's going Immortals, N-Strike's going Immortals, because they can hit hard on the heavy armored units, which is the one thing that counters like the Stalkers. Like, they do really good damage, like Marauders. They do really good damage against the Stalkers. Roaches do really good damage against Stalkers. So the Immortals are good, kind of like good backup support, but they do so much damage. But the tier 2 units, you can kind of go, I guess, maybe Hydralisks, Mutalisks, probably Mutalisk would be really good, or either or. You can go, and then obviously Immortal, or you can go tanks or Hellions. Any of those are great compositions. They don't take very long to get up. You can get them up very quickly if you cut, if you go just straight the traditional one gateway cyber core, and then in a robotics, double robotics. Only one gateway here, just because that's what's needed. So he's not producing anything out of here. He's just making Immortals. I'm only making Stalkers out of my gateways, out of my warp gates. So here we go. They're coming down here to expand, but then yeah, see, they're expanding. They're playing actually very standard, straight up here. Getting stim for us, for the Marines. Getting more barracks, another command, orbital command. Actually, if we look let's take a look over here, see what these guys have in terms of like upgrades and whatnot. See, like, they don't have, this guy hasn't got anything yet. We got a ping over here. Oh, hey, there's a lot of guys, a lot of Zerglings coming back up in here. But let's take a look at their upgrades here. So Zerglings are still 0/0. Probes. I don't even know what this guy has. Let's check the units tab. Oh, he only has 2 zealots, so he's probably not that great of a player, but he's only got 2 zealots at the moment. I don't know where they are. They're probably bouncing around the map. And then he still has 0/0 upgrades, so these guys are not really going for upgrades or anything. I don't know what this guy's doing. He's just really just not making a whole lot of much of anything. But as you see here, now we're rallying our Stalkers, Immortals, Marines, all up to this middle part where they're going to be taking their bases, so we can defend that, obviously. You see a good small amount of units, standard amount of units, actually, standard, well, let's see, okay, we're going to pause this actually for a second. Take a look in here and see in the units tab, we have 8 Stalkers, 3 Zealots, and 3 Sentries. Obviously, this is a little bit small, pretty small, for the 11-minute mark. This is actually really small, but this is a standard mix of units. 24 Zerglings, looks like this guy's just going for Zerglings, and Zerg you kind of expect to have a lot of units. And Terran, he's got 36 Marines, same deal, you can kind of expect, or actually no, hold on, wrong thing. Oh, and then 2 Zealots. Obviously, like, this composition, at least for Zerg, it seems about right, but they're kind of missing, he's going straight for, I don't know, he's not really going down any tech pass, he's just going mass Zergling. But it seems when he saw what we had, at least for the small little time being, he saw the Marines, he was like, okay, hold off and come back. So this is pretty standard, a pretty good mix of units here, good composition here, just for your general, your good force fields here, good great guardian shields. These guys don't have charge or blink or anything yet, but they're attacking these rocks to get up into the middle base here, so we're going to go back and play it. But you can see here we have so many Marines here. We have 36 Marines for infested TT, 19 Stalkers for me, and 9 Immortals. Immortals obviously have a longer build time, so it's obviously they're gonna have less. So, but we're chilling up here, It looks like the Immortals are actually swinging down here to take this natural, but they're gonna do a really cool thing here. They're gonna, I think they're gonna flank around. I don't remember exactly, but here they come. More Stalkers. Where'd the Marines go? Oh, the Marines are going to take out this base over here. While more Marines get rallied up here, so that we can with this build you can easily send a lot of units to take expansions as well, which is very nice. You have a lot of fire to expand, a lot of firepower to go and expand, and then you also have a good amount. Oh, see, look, that was a good. They force fielded it up here, but they have I have blink actually, which is kind of nice. Gets right past these force fields. I'm pretty sure I blink up here. Yep, blinking up, and then the Nexus does go down sadly because he pulled himself. He caught us out of position a little bit, but there you go. Look at this big army. This army's huge. He wasted so much energy force fielding up here. But yeah, no, this is an insanely good amount of stuff here. This is really good. You can get up really quick. He stims up, get to go and pick off stalkers, or we just go through and rush. We're gonna fast forward this game a little bit more. See, obviously, see, we're not really losing very many units. As they're losing, he's losing stalkers. This guy's getting void rays really quick, but we kind of pick up on that. Banelings, I don't know where the Banelings were because I don't remember them in this game at all. They're probably back. Banelings, where are the Banelings? Oh, nope, that's Overlords. Where the heck are the Banelings? He has so many Banelings. I think they might all just died, but see, look, we're not losing very many units at all. Like, the Marine count just keeps on skyrocketing. The Stalker count is staying very steady, going up. The Immortal count's going up. Like, this is a very great composition here. So, obviously, so Tier 1, Tier 2, Tier 3, or Tier 1, Tier 1.5, Tier 2 units, and rush to those. You generally have enough stuff to win, and with this composition, it's actually very good. Marines, good for range, a lot of range power here, and then there's things that can shoot up, which is nice, and then having the Immortals to deal some heavy damage to like buildings and all that stuff. So obviously there's the GG from Ghost. Sneaky Castro just leaves the game like a jerk, unmannered. We keep going on. Looks like Prince Point doesn't want to leave quite yet, but and then he just leaves the game. Alright, and so it looks like he's getting a mothership, all this good stuff here. But in general, this composition was sick. Like, okay, here we go. Immortals were able to go and do their own thing. They were able to go and just start taking out stuff in Ghost Space. Me and Infested TT were just demolishing this whole area here, wrecking it. I don't even think I actually had control. I just 1-8 here. But pretty much, yeah, this composition is really sick. What they were doing, they were going very standard, and I'm surprised they really didn't go to like a counterattack method or a counterpath build against us. But like that's the one thing you kind of need to worry about. Other than that, you're pretty much set. But I mean, there really hasn't been. I'm surprised more people don't do that. That they don't go counter heavy on you when you do this kind of stuff. When you go mono battling. But this was great. This was really fun. Actually, we're going to go and check out the second game, the not Marine game. We're going to check out the other Zergling game. So, we're going to exit back, quit that replay. So, the second game, all of these games were submitted to Fun Day Monday for this week, so hopefully those will go up. But here we go. Hold on, I'm just going to check the text message. Alright, we're going to load up this game. Alright, so here's the other game. We're going to check out, so on the left side here, we have Red Monkey. We have, what's this guy? Brosif. And we have Duva. In the top left, or top right here, we got me. I'm saying I'm going Stalkers. That effing guy, which is my friend Adam, he's going to be going Zerglings. I'm over here going Stalkers, and obviously, N-Strike stayed with us. He's going Immortals. So we're actually going to speed through this game, ×4 speed, production tab, D. So yeah, generally, see, these guys are, I don't think these guys are going to go they're going to do the same thing. They're going to go It's very standard against us. They're going to wall themselves in, checking out all this good stuff. What's nice about Zerglings, too, Zerglings are actually very quick. He got speed up very, very fast, which that in turn allowed him to get some really good map control and kind of see what they were doing. Any units that were moving out to try and do a little bit of harass, he was able to cut them off, stop them, and kill them off very well. So obviously pylon to spot any drops, because that happened to us before, which just kind of sucked. But obviously this is going to work out really well for us. So I'm going to keep speeding through this game. This game's actually kind of short, 15 minutes long. See, obviously, like with the cheesy games, you kind of get in there before you get into the base and kill them before they really have a chance to have anything up. They really don't have a lot of options to stop you. But what is nice about this is that you can, if they're cheesing you, if they're doing the whole cheese path to kill you off, you have a good amount of units to stop it. I mean, that's if it positions out right, if nothing else really goes wrong. But generally, you have enough units to stop. Like if you have a lot of Zerglings rallied right here to the front, you can generally win the game. I'm gonna pause this for a second. I gotta close my Chrome. It's taking up so many resources on my computer. There we go. Play it. There we go. ×4. I was at ×8. That's why it was laggy. There we go. All right. So obviously same deal. Lots of stalkers. Lots of Zerglings. Lots of immortals coming out quickly. He's already got 2 immortals out by 7.5 minutes, which is pretty good. I think he just went straight for the 1 gateway, 1 robo, or 1 cyber core, and into a robo. Getting upgrades, which is always good. Yeah, see, we got this big force in the middle, stalkers, immortals, some Zerglings in the mix, which is pretty good. I don't know why Adam isn't making more Zerglings, but that's okay. We generally got a lot of stuff. This is a very big amount of stuff, and this is a more typical amount of units for Protoss to have here. This is really good. Looks like the blue Protoss, he's going on 5 gate with blink, which is again very standard kind of thing, kind of deal. More stalkers warping in. Looks like what's his name? Duva's really good on his warp in timings. He kind of knows what he's doing. This guy's going mass factory. Supply block just kind of sucks. But he's going mass tank. Obviously, this is gonna get wrecked. But he's going mass tanks. Nothing really much else. He's got this is actually really good positioning. It's on the high ground. You got a lot of spotting. Able to spot to kind of protect the expansion a little bit, which is cool. You should probably want to have one like right here or right here. So yep, very standard, typical stuff. Us moving out to the middle of the map. There you go. That's a lot more Zerglings that I like to see. But yeah, we have a lot more stuff coming down here. Walling off with pylons. Oh yeah, I just threw on a whole bunch of pylons so I didn't get supply blocked. That's right. Here we go. Zergling is moving into the base, and they get this really fast, quick surround, and they're gonna start killing off all this force. And they do really well. Obviously, you can see the stalkers are going to be having to blink back out of that. Immortals coming through, going to try and do some wrecking damage here. Obviously, these tanks are coming up here, but we're going to see the tanks that are there. We're going to kind of move up to the high ground, sort of, and bang, start taking out tanks. Voila. This build, see, we just have so much stuff. We had a lot more stuff than they did, because we were only focusing on this one, and these compositions very easy to get up very quickly and just start wrecking things. Idle Zerglings. No. What is this? We got more Zerglings somewhere. Oh. You like a ton of Zerglings. Duva goes into the GG mode. Leaves that. He'll leave the game at some point there. Now I'm just going to go kill him off. Okay. So that's one down. These tanks are kind of an issue just because there's a ton of them. He's still supply blocked. Another thing to not do is put all your supply depots here at the front. You get totally supply blocked and murdered that way. And that was his downfall, Red Monkey's downfall. He didn't put enough, or he didn't have any supply depots really in his base, so he got super supply blocked really easy when he really needed to have tanks and stuff coming up. So again, guys, there was that game. So that was that's another example of how you can do this really quick. You know, I guess you can call it a 1-1-1, but not really. It's one. I don't know, the tier up build. I guess I'm gonna call it the tier up build. When you just tier up from 1 to 2, and you kind of just go and wreck things. So, everybody, thank you guys for tuning in, watching this video. I'm back now from vacation, which was awesome. I will be streaming probably tonight after Fun Day Monday. Hopefully, I'll be able to have my video featured. So yeah, after Fun Day Monday, come over to the channel, watch the stream, and I don't know what I'm gonna do tonight. I might do some more games, some casting of some games from MLG Columbus. I don't know though. Or not Columbus, MLG Raleigh. That's the newest one. There we go. I will be doing coverage. Well, I'll try to do some stuff for what do you call it? That one game, or that one place, that thing. MLG Orlando. Yeah, it's coming up in October this month. I'm going to try and do some of that, but we'll see. Anyways, thank you guys for tuning in. Check out some other VODs, and catch you next time.